Hello and welcome to episode 5?
Yes.
I don't keep track anymore.
Nobody does.
Welcome to episode 5 of Ish Talkers Anonymous. I am Ryan. I am joined here by...
I am Bruce.
And I am Ed.
So, bit of a quick transition into this next episode, but that's because we're changing up a little bit.
Yeah.
But, since our last one, there's been a lot of stuff, actually.
Alright.
There's stuff on the news, but we're not going to get political, because we did that already, and that's our quota.
That's our quota.
That's our quota.
Wait, we had a quota to fill?
We did, just so they're appeased.
Can we not? Can we not consider that a quota? Like, some real shit, bro.
I know.
Like,
but we also said we weren't going to get political, and then we did, so that's probably the only time we're going to do it.
that is true. It's not our plan to be political, but...
We are not that kind of podcast.
We're just here to talk shit.
Yes.
Wait, shit. That's the first minute, isn't it?
Oh, well.
I mean, the last one, I think there's like 7 F-bombs before like we even introed. And because what we were talking about before the intro happened right when I decided to intro, because I am the amazing Ed, and I'm like, hey, we just said fuck 7 times, and now I'm going to do the intro.
Oh, well.
And there's no way to make the intro make sense without having those 7 fucks there.
I don't expect us to be making money off this
What
anyway.
about 8 fucks? That sounds about right.
It's more even.
Yeah. I would prefer 8 fucks over 7.
It's also symmetrical.
It is, but I
Like-
prefer 7 fucks.
That's like fucks times 8.
Because you can really figure
Fuck
out
to the 8th power.
which fuck was in the middle
No,
there.
that's a lot different. That's you're fucking yourself 8 times.
Um,
Well, when you have an even amount of fucks, you get 2 in the middle, so it's more fun.
that is true. This is true. Ron with the logic
As always.
for the podcast.
If you want to consider that logic.
I mean,
It's logic any other
seems like
time.
my logic to me.
Yeah.
It's logic any other time, but I would not consider it logic when we're on here.
Okay. Prove it.
All that goes out the window.
Well, we got 2 right there, so I think we're pretty good to throw it out the window.
We actually got 3.
That one's a little harder to get to, so.
So last
tell
weekend was
me.
4th of July.
Yes. Anybody lose any fingers?
I stayed home.
Shout out to those who were celebrating. Shout out to those who were protesting.
I did neither.
Salute. I mean, in a way, the people who were protesting were, celebrating their freedoms.
Mm-hmm.
So
True.
I went over to my boss's house. He had I want to say probably a 50-foot long slip and slide.
did you get a raise?
Not that I know of. But I got there just in time to have food, and then there was like a 50-foot water slide. That thing was fucking awesome.
Water
I gotta
slide's
tell
always
you,
fun.
a slip and slide is definitely a core workout because I am fucking sore.
Yep.
Oh. How about you, Ed? What'd you do?
I sat around the house
Same.
and had my John Gotti documentary I was watching interrupted by a neighbor who was celebrating the holiday.
Did he lose any fingers?
I don't know, but the guy had 4 finales.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I got to see fireworks from our neighbor across the street from my bedroom window before I went to bed.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
So there was that. But other than that, I didn't do anything.
All right.
Actually,
Welcome
the
to the
morning-
Boring Fucks podcast.
all right, sure. But the morning of the 4th, I actually worked on the car. I got a lot of shit done. I got the water pump in. I got the radiator in. Got the fan wired up.
Nice.
That thing pushes a lot of fucking air.
Oh, we're talking about the Buick?
No, it's an Oldsmobile.
Oldsmobile.
Almost had it.
Same thing.
Technically, yes.
So, okay.
Technically, yes.
There we go.
Technically,
Technically, they are the same thing.
There we go.
but
When we're
I
talking
gotta
about the vehicle, we're talking about, yes.
but
When we're talking about the newer Buicks, they're more Opals than GM. But
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, then that would imply that GM is more Opal than
Well-
GM because same thing.
yes. But you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
whatever. But those electric fans, they push a lot of fucking air.
Yes. they
Like,
do.
before, when I had the mechanical fan, it just moved air. Now, I can put my hand in the grill of the car, and I can feel the cold air moving through the radiator. It's crazy.
What type of fans? Like,
Just electric.
okay, because I know like some people they like to take the fans out of like older Ford Tauruses, like from like I believe it's like 90s or like early 2000s. Supposedly they had like crazy good fans.
Oh, yeah, I know which ones you're talking about.
Yeah,
The cars themselves weren't great, but the
no,
fans.
but the fans,
fans were great.
yeah,
Fantastic.
you got to be good at
Shut the
something.
fuck up.
Never.
You got to be good at something.
Like a Ford Rangers.
I mean, every car can tell you something, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Like the Pinto told you not to do that with the gas tank because that can make it explode.
Yes.
Oh, not to rear end it.
Well, yeah.
Well, you should never rear end a car to begin with.
Why not?
But I don't think getting rear-ended should cause you to explode. I think
No.
because I mean, rear-ending someone, yeah, you got some consequences from that. But rear-ending someone and then they explode—that's
Or a propensity to explode anyway, because it wasn't always a guarantee.
That's true.
that is.
Well,
some crazy
nothing's
shit.
guaranteed except for death and
Well,
taxes.
It's
True.
not guaranteed, but they had a really high chance.
Yeah,
like
It was the same thing with the, I think it was an 84 Pontiac Fiero. They had a,
yeah.
it had a recall because there was I think it's a push rod, that if the push rod went bad, the motor had a propensity to catch fire. And that push rod was notorious for actually blowing out.
And those are always fun.
So they recalled them. Specifically the 84s.
I've seen some great Ferraris. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why?
A lot
Why
of
do
people
people?
a lot of people like to kit bash them to make them look like Ferraris.
But they don't though.
Because
They kind of
you
do.
can. I don't know.
They kind of do.
If I took my glasses off, it might look like a Ferrari.
Yeah, it's weird because like it's one of the. It's not a very popular car,
No,
but the amount of people that are actually like devoted to them and have give it enough of a following to where people could still get parts, but the parts are just expensive
really.
because there's not many.
Okay.
Like I know for a fact that I have a boat motor. It's a Tomos T10 from God knows when. I don't think I'll ever be able to find parts for that thing online unless I
Probably not.
find old new stock online.
Yeah,
There
which
you go.
almost isn't possible now.
Yeah, with certain things at least.
What was funny is I was talking to you earlier. I mentioned that I was watching a podcast for something to do with Halo. Basically.
Oh yeah. The engineer guy.
This is a weird translation,
Transition.
and translation kind of
Okay.
because of the way talking about finding parts.
Okay.
Anyway, there's a YouTuber that did an interview with Marty O'Donnell, who is the composer for the music in Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, and Reach. And a little bit of Destiny and Destiny 2. And previous other games beforehand.
Not at all jealous. Carry on.
And there was Marty brought up that at one point he was doing, he was going to do a class about audio design at a university in Seattle, and he wanted to bring in an OG Xbox with Combat Evolved, the TV and everything, the surround sound system and stuff like that. But the one cord they needed, the school didn't have, and they couldn't find it anywhere because it was that old. 20 years ago.
Yeah.
20 plus years ago, and like if you don't have the right equipment, you can't actually play the thing you want to play.
Yep.
Same thing can go for mechanics. So if you don't have the right thing and you can't find it, you're never gonna get that thing to run.
Mm-hmm.
So
I remember I was watching Counting Cars and they broke a windshield on a van from like the 70s. And like
Ooh.
dude like freaked out because he's like, where am I going to source a windshield for this?
I remember that one.
Like, because the truth, like, where are you?
Yeah.
At that point, you have to get one custom made, and that's even more money.
Oh yeah,
Because I think that's what they had to do.
believe.
They either had to do that, or they happened to find one, but it was still like expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, tis the life of technology.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And the
always
advancement-
advancing.
Forever advancing. I don't think it'll ever stop. The only time technology will ever stop advancing is when humanity stops being a thing for us.
Or technology will stop advancing when we can no longer advance it any further.
if there is even a point for that.
That's what I was about to ask. Is there?
There will eventually be a point, because I mean, if you look at computing chips and whatnot,
True.
as we keep advancing them, we can keep making them smaller, more powerful, and whatnot. Eventually, there's going to be a point where we can't make them any smaller, because there's a limit to how small something can be before it can still do what it's supposed to do.
True.
So I mean, even if they were able to get it like maybe an atom thick, that's still really hard to get to.
Yeah.
This is very true.
Like,
I mean, the fact though that we can have like a CPU or something to be the size of like a thumbtack.
I know, it's crazy.
That's insane. And it still does what it's supposed to do normally without having any bottleneck issues for the most part.
Because I mean,
technology
technology always advances at the rate of what we already know about our current materials.
True.
Because I mean, I actually just watched a video not too long ago about liquid breathing, which basically entails of not breathing oxygen, but having a liquid put into your lungs and basically being submersed in a special liquid that holds oxygen. So then you'll be able to breathe the liquid in and out, and then your lungs will grab the oxygen out of the liquid.
And is it forever there, or is the liquid eventually?
Well, eventually the liquid, because you're obviously taking the oxygen out of the liquid and you're putting CO2 back into it. So eventually, if oxygen is not constantly pumped into it, it will run out.
Okay.
But the big thing is that the video I watched said that the current liquid that we've known to use, it doesn't absorb CO2 as much as it does oxygen. So you will eventually choke on CO2 in the liquid because it's not getting all of it out of your bloodstream.
Gotcha. Okay.
But then, of course, there's
That's the cough.
Yeah, I'm dying. But at the end of the video, they're saying that there are some other liquids that they're finding that they're able to use, but they also have more volatile properties and whatnot. So,
Gotcha.
but just imagine that someone dunks you in a tank, you feel like you're drowning, but before, like the last second before you feel like you're about to die, you just keep breathing.
Fishman.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's what we would be creating, is some sort of like.
Would it have the ability to talk to dolphins?
I don't think so, because all it does is
I believe that's copyrighted by DC.
Okay.
But just imagine that. Someone drowns you, but you're still alive, and then they pull you back out.
So if the fish person could talk to dolphins, DC would just be making fucking bank off of it.
Possibly. They could
Very
try.
possible.
That is technically their trademark of a hero.
Be like, hey, we have the fish man. He's not allowed to talk to dolphins. You gotta stop that.
Stop this man from talking to dolphins.
Stop him right now, I swear, or we will sue you.
But it's part of his, it's part of his DNA. He can't actually.
I will sue his mother then.
So you're suing us?
Yes.
Oh, we're his mother?
Give us money.
I don't recall giving birth.
Surprise.
Give us your money.
God damn it.
Well, gorsh.
Well, gorge.
What else did I know?
Disney wants all your money.
Oh, really?
What a surprise. No one even knew.
Yep.
No one knew that Disney wanted all your money.
It's just in. Disney wants everybody's money for no reason.
What?
That's a surprise to me, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
It's weird because we're not allowed to have monopolies.
Yes.
Yet Disney is like borderline
Yeah.
a monopoly right
Very
now.
close.
There's
They're getting very close.
Yeah, true.
Like I know Microsoft and Sony are pretty big, and they have a lot of their own stuff that they've
And
quote
then you
unquote
also
tried
have-
to monopolize. But like look at Disney,
Yeah.
Pixar, Star Wars. You have Marvel. You have
They have Fox.
Fox.
So that's FS1, that is FXX, that is FX. Like,
They have a lot of stuff.
yeah,
It's
they're huge.
insane.
It's working.
Oh, my dick's falling off. My dick's falling. Ooh.
All right. We had a bit of technical difficulty. Bruce's dick fell back off,
Fell back off.
I put it back on just this morning.
but we're back now.
Oh god.
Too much
Alrighty.
bass in the face, in the interface, and it didn't like it.
Too much bass on the tweeters.
There was no tweeters. That it's just an interface.
And it went to war.
Yes.
But yes, the bass and the tweeters make the speakers go to war, and the matching trumpet brings the freaks out to the floor. Fucking Timmy Trumpet. Wrong podcast, Ron. Wrong podcast.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
All right, we're gonna
Sorry.
cut this out and put it into the other one.
Editing magic. Post-production magic.
And he'll take and
You're gonna make me kill you guys. I work now.
the thing is, what Ed's gonna do is he's gonna get a neural network to train off of our voices, so he'll be like, all right, I want them to say this during the episode, and be like, yes, I am Ron, and I am the gay, I am Bruce, and I am stupid, and I could be like, yeah, guys, that's all true.
I mean, yeah, that's what I would do.
Hello. I am Friend Dog.
I am Bruce.
Okay.
Hello.
So where were we before?
Fucking if I know.
I don't know. You guys were talking about something when I left.
It kind of just evolved into the bass that killed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. It devolved into
I
bass.
leave you alone for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably not even.
And I figured out how to, crash a laptop, and
I mean,
yeah,
crashing a laptop ain't hard.
I'm good at it.
I know.
He's an expert.
I am.
It's an expert.
An expert, yes.
Expert.
Ponder.
Anyway,
Yes.
but
So, anybody watch any cool movies or something like that?
I watched the John Gotti documentary.
Oh, yeah, let's already talked about that.
Yeah, it was intriguing. It was the son of John Gotti who was talking. He's talking about like how his father, when he was in prison, like when his father was in prison, he would tell him that he was building the wall, and he was working there. He wasn't, because he didn't want his son to know he was actually in prison.
right.
And he goes, I wish my father was honest with me about being in prison and what prison life is like. He goes, because I probably would have chose a different profession. But yeah, it was a very intriguing documentary. They talked about all kinds of crazy mob shit. Crazy shit.
I mean, anything involving a mob or a mafia is kind of just out there. So
Yeah,
We should make our own.
we should.
okay.
Ishtalker's Mafia.
The Ishtalker's Mafia.
Well, I mean,
In which daddy doesn't like to talk shit, we'll throw him in the river.
So we're gonna become rednecks. Mafioso rednecks.
It's not that hard, we're already halfway there.
You're already halfway there.
Well, what's that? Jimmy down there don't like our chickens, we'll throw him in the river then. Let him eat, let him sleep with the fishes.
I mean, you're there. Ron's getting a mullet. I guess I'm the outlier here.
I'll tell you right now, this thing ain't
Come on.
lasting much longer.
You know you love it.
I hate
it's
it.
beautiful.
No, it's not.
There's so many chicks you could pick up. Just drive around in your flatbed or in your truck. Just drive around in your truck with the windows down, country music blaring.
Yes.
Have it.
And we know how much you love
and-
country music.
And I'd say cut out the muffler, but it's already done that by itself. So
Yeah, actually, this is true.
just slap on 4x4 on the side of it, and you'll be a chick magnet. Every
Boom.
chick will want to fuck you.
Just draws dropped.
And you could be even more country and just put down a mat in the back of your truck, and that's your fuck zone.
I mean, there you go, bro. There you go.
Technically, is a mat because I have the
No, it would be.
Well,
It would
there
be
you
your,
go.
It would be your fuck palace.
fuck palace.
We'll get.
I don't think rednecks refer to the bed of their truck as a fuck palace.
Well, they're not redneck enough.
Okay.
Where did we go? What the fuck just happened?
I don't know how we got here, but we did.
So you got to be a true redneck to refer to the bed of your truck as a fuck palace. This is
This is news to me.
That's why mine is still called the bed.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Considering I haven't. What the fuck was that?
The hell? What popped?
That wasn't me, I swear.
That was my ear.
Oh.
It's okay.
Ed, I think you need to get that checked out.
Nah, it's normal.
Oh.
Yeah, your ears don't do that.
No, not
No,
really.
they just ring.
Who fucked your ear?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Maybe I would.
Was it in a fuck palace or was it just in a bed?
I cleaned out my ears this morning. Okay, it was me.
Oh, that takes a lot of work, actually. Now that I think
I
about it.
used the Q-tip. It wasn't. No.
Never use those.
Don't put them in your ear.
Okay.
It actually does the adverse effect of what you're trying to do.
Okay.
Just get yourself one of those vacuum things, stick it right up against your ear, and then close both your nostrils, and then just feel all the earwax go through your head, and just go. And then if
The
you
sound effects made it better.
and
Without
then what you
sound
can do
effects-
is you can stick your fingers up your nose and play yourself like a flute.
You know?
and then I could record it and put it on a beat. There we go.
We're giving
So, I mean-
ideas. This is bad.
Yeah.
No, keep going. I'm interested now. What other instruments have you
So
thought
what
of?
you do is you take bagpipes, take a bagpipe, stick it in one of your ears.
A bagpipe?
Bagpipe.
Okay.
Bagpipe, stick it in one of your ears, block off the other ear, close your nose, and just blow through your mouth. And then just let it go through your head, and then you'll have a lot of head pressure, but then you'll play the bagpipes.
This reminds me of an episode of Family Guy.
What?
Why?
Those motherfuckers stole my joke!
No, there's
I'm gonna
apparently
sue
this
them.
person who would sit there and kill people and then stuff bagpipes in their bodies.
Oh.
Yeah, it
Or
was.
they can keep that joke, that one's stupid.
Okay.
They did like this whole Sherlock Holmes themed episode.
I'm glad I don't watch the damn show.
Sorry to hear.
They're not very...
It's not very funny,
Good.
in my opinion.
Okay.
In my opinion, the best part was when the baby wanted to kill his mommy. Which is
Season
what,
1?
like every episode, apparently.
I guess.
Oh no, they kind of
because it
chilled
never,
out with it.
Did they?
Yeah,
Oh, I guess they eventually realized it wasn't funny.
maybe.
Then I ran out of ideas for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they've gotten really weird.
I would assume so. Shows like that tend to get weirder than they already are.
When they run that long, you start to run out of ideas.
But it's not bad at 3 a.m.
Well, yeah, that's because your
I-
brain is mush at that point.
When your brain will take any form of input and be like, yeah, this is good. Then anything is good. You could literally watch anything at 3 a.m. and your brain be like, hey, funny colors.
Yeah, that's why when I get tired of shit, I get stupid.
I think everybody does.
It's fun to get stupid and tired at the same time.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Prove that it's a sometimes thing.
Let's do it tonight.
I don't know about stupid from being
Don't you have-
tired,
Don't
but
you have work?
I'll just go into work and be like, I'm just going to sleep. No, I got tile to do tomorrow, so I actually need to think.
sorry to hear it.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Yeah, I found out that I could get fired for driving over 80 miles per hour in a 25.
I mean, yes.
I mean, don't you drive vehicles for the company?
Yeah.
I'd say that could definitely be an offense. I'd say
It sounds a little crazy to me, though, because like, they want me to get shit places in a timely fashion.
they're like, look, you can go 79 miles an hour in a 25 zone, just don't go 80, otherwise we'll fire your ass.
Well, I don't think I could do
The
79.
silver lining here is don't get caught.
Yes.
They have a chip in the truck that
Just-
lets them know
Yes.
anytime I accelerate
Just-
too fast or anytime
yeah.
I hit the brakes too hard.
So bypass it.
I could just take the chip out and then listen to them, threaten to fire me for taking the chip out, because that's a fireable offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they think I was up to something.
Who do you work for?
They're not paying us for this. We'll
So?
carry on.
I was just
Alright.
curious.
We'll talk after the pod.
Okie dokie. Ron, set a reminder for half an hour.
No.
We need to ask Ed about his job.
No.
What, you can't be my assistant with regular intelligence instead of artificial?
That's too. You're expecting too much of me. At that point.
What, do I need to do more neural network training with you? Do I need to send you back to school?
Please don't. Quite content with how I am.
So when are we making this game?
Probably never.
Really?
It's probably not going to happen.
Dope.
We've all got a lot of projects going on.
Yeah.
Well, that and
I just picked up a pit bike. I think it's going to be sick.
Sorry to hear it. Again, he's already a redneck.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
So
small
I'm
enough.
the oddball out of our moonshine mafia.
And the thing is, it's small enough it can fit in the trunk of my car. That's from 85. So I'll be able to go to car shows with the thing and just pull out the pit bike and be like, see you later, suckers. I'm off to see cars.
I've also got this thing.
Sorry to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You like looking
Right
at
now,
other people's cars.
You know,
What a
actually, it
weirdo.
reminds me crazy.
You don't like car porn?
Car porn's great,
Yeah, car porn's amazing.
especially from the movie.
No.
Wait.
No.
Which pipe do they stick it into?
Do we I
That's
feel
some
like we'll have to cut this.
So, obviously, it's been proven in the Cars universe that they can reproduce and they've made baby cars. How?
That's a good question.
Are they all...
It's a kids movie, so let's go on to something else.
Are they manufactured and they're all just adopted? Or do the cars donate parts or something like the movie Robots or whatever?
Let's see. These are the important questions.
We need to know.
This is
Do the cars in the movie have sex?
I don't believe so.
Yes, I don't believe so either. Again, kids movie.
So,
It's not the first time they've made a
just
kids
about
movie
every
with
other kids movie has some sort of like.
I mean, hell, look at kids
Yes.
shows. Those things have adult references all the time.
That is true.
Mhm.
Look at My Little Pony. That thing appeals to adults a lot.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
You should watch it sometime. It's a great show.
Objectively,
Just skip the episode you don't like, and everything else is fine.
no, I'm good.
Okay.
Or you don't want to explore friendship and magic with Twilight Sparkle, Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, Rarity, Applejack. Wait, did I get them all? I
There's
lost.
missing one.
Wait, did I say 5? I said. Fuck. Okay, let me start over. Twilight Sparkle, Rarity, Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, Rarity, Applejack. That's all of them. There's at least 6 of them.
What about Pinkie Pie?
Wait.
You didn't say Pinkie Pie.
So this concludes our weekly podcast. Thanks for.
Wait a second. Wait.
How do you forget?
How did I get 6? Why
You're 7.
Where have we gone?
I don't know.
Why are we here?
The Jacksepticeye. How did we get here, Tori?
It's been a while since I've watched the show,
Can we-
obviously.
And I've only
And
ever
why are
seen-
you recommending it?
'cause he
It's a
likes
great show.
it. Objectively.
No, it just is. You should watch it. I need to rewatch it, actually.
I didn't care for it. Yeah, I know all their names because this one here.
Oh, okay. You know all the names because
Because
of him,
I forced
but
it
yet
onto you when
don't
we were
know.
younger.
He did.
The thing is, I expect you to remember Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash because Pinkie Pie was the one. That was the one episode that I showed you where
I
there was
hated
too
it.
many.
I hated it. But I know all the main 7,
All right.
unfortunately.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So, where do we go from here?
That is a good question.
Let's talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender.
The movie or the show?
Why would we ever talk about the movie?
So this one's cartoons.
Who the fuck would talk about the movie? The live action. Are you seriously trying to say that someone would talk about the live action movie?
Yes.
The show was pretty good. I can't remember anything about it, but I remember enjoying the show.
I love the show.
It's a beautiful show.
The,
There's
the Legend of Korra is the sequel to it, which is also very good. Not as good, but it's still very good. I have not watched all of that one, though.
Yeah.
I need to.
But Avatar: The Last Airbender has a lot of character development throughout the entire thing and shows you a lot about everyone.
Yeah, and it's not just like your main cast has character development. Like everybody else, like
Everyone
every
does.
supporting character has very much a lot of development.
Some have great character development where they understand who they are as a person better and they change for the better. And others just slowly delve into insanity and then kill themselves, basically, because they have a lust for power.
Then you have Uncle Iroh,
Yeah.
one of the best characters to ever exist.
Mm-hmm.
Beep beep.
What was that?
Nothing.
Is it your robot alarm telling you that you need to oil yourself?
Yes.
Lubricate the joints.
Yep.
I'm a highly functional robot. I got some organic material in me to do that stuff for me, so I don't have to remember about maintenance.
Sorry to hear it.
Actually works out really well. You should try it.
Nah.
It's called being human.
Fuck humans. They all suck.
I mean, fucking humans is appealing, yes. But
Yes, very.
Anyway, how do we get off of like?
Moving on.
This had no. I named the last one ADD. I'm naming this one cartoons, I think. But
Cartoons, I think.
Cartoons. Dot.
Question
I
mark?
think? Question mark.
Yeah. I don't know. We're all over the place.
We are.
Well,
We have
ours
zero
are.
direction. There's a quick turnaround. I think that's part of the reason for the lack of.
Maybe.
Yes. Oh, I actually did a lot of practice over the weekend for Valorant.
Yeah.
I changed my sensitivity a bunch and whatnot.
Yeah.
In the practice zone, I was getting hella headshots.
I gotta figure out what's
Okay.
going on with my aim lately.
Bro, you need an aimbot, bro.
No.
Yeah.
Ew, no.
Do you have proper crosshair placement?
Yeah.
Have you been getting good sleep?
No.
Well, there's your problem. I found problem number one.
When do I ever get good sleep?
I mean, you normally would sleep on the floor, so I guess that's a good point.
Yeah.
You did change from that, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, floor sleep is not the best sleep.
80 years from now, Ron's gonna be like, I've been sleeping on the floor ever since I was born. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. Ignore my straight back.
Just lately, I've been on a weird point where a lot of my shots, well, the game itself has hit rate problems.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm having a lot of that, but I've also had shots just not connecting because I can't aim. Even though I used to be unrated, not even in competitive. Like unrated, I was dropping 30 kills, and in comp, I still had a good spread, and I was hitting probably about 20 per kills, and now I'm not doing that. So I don't know what's going on.
Did you climb the ladder in ranked?
I'm at the highest I've been is silver 3,
It could be that you're being matched with higher skill people now.
maybe.
Yeah.
So that could
and
be a
you're
big
just
part of it.
trash. So.
It could be that that's about where your skill is at right now, and you just need to improve more to rank higher. Or get a Smurf account like stupid fucking idiots do.
Well, at first, before I do anything, I need to figure out why my aim is so shit right now.
Well, that's part of improving.
He said sleep, and that sounds
Yeah,
like
it was.
that should be square one. Are you well hydrated?
No, but I can still frag
Well-
out of my mind in Halo, so what's your point?
There was a guide that I.
Halo.
There was a guy. Because.
But I still get, but without, good sleep and not staying hydrated too much, even though I do,
Imagine how
I
would
still
you.
frag out in Halo.
Imagine how you would perform if you had good sleep and you were hydrated.
Yes.
You'd be a fucking monster.
You be a god amongst men.
Maybe.
Because there was a guide that I read when I first started playing Valorant because I wanted to learn how to play the game a little bit better. And the person was like, these are some of the things you need to do to be really good. 1.
Get an
Have a-
aimbot.
No. Never get an aimbot.
I think that was one of the comments, but but they were like, one of the...
How
like,
to get
these are-
banned.
these
Step
are the
1.
top 5
Get an
things you
aimbot.
need. They were like, always a good mouse, a good keyboard, and a good monitor will work, but also getting good sleep and being well fed and whatnot. It's like, oh yeah, that does make sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
being malnourished will affect your mind.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, no.
It's funny you bring up aimbot because I had a game where I had one good round where I think I had a 3 or 4K with a Phantom, and all 4 kills were a headshot. Mind you, the one was a flick while spraying into somebody.
Speak into the microphone.
No.
To the side.
The first kill I got was a flick onto a Sova while spraying mid flick. So my aim was already going everywhere. And then I flicked back to my left after I stopped firing. Hit the Reyna that was in hookah while moving with a headshot. I then jumped into hookah, reloaded. I think I then got the guy that came through. I then looped back around to A, because that's where they were, and planted, and I got the jet.
Bro, I was planning on hitting a hookah bar this summer. This was in January.
Before everything.
Yeah.
Before what happened.
God damn.
Before the shit show.
Mhm.
Anyway, back to video games.
But
Back to nerd
another
shit.
thing I can ask you is, how often do you ADS?
I've been trying not to lately.
That's a good thing. Try not to.
The only
Only
guns...
ADS.
I found it's a little easier if you don't ADS.
Exactly.
Yes, that
That's
is
whole
the big point. Thing is, best time to ADS is when you're holding a corner or holding a angle, because then you're already focused in that area. You have better vision, and you have a little bit better spray control when you're already scoped in.
Yeah. The only guns I ever really ADS with anymore, other than an AWP, because it's an AWP.
Yeah. I don't need ADS, and I don't have an aim pop, but I hit every shot.
But actually, funny thing is, did you know that with the operator, that when you zoom in, the second that the reticle shows up on your screen, you have 100% accuracy right then.
Yep.
So
So yeah, a lot of people like to hold to zoom. So if you do that, and as soon as you see that reticle pop up, you're good. That's all you need. I've done it once with I think it was a Marshall, but it was a satisfying kill. The only time I really ADS that I went a sniper is with the Ares and the Odin, even though I rarely buy them, and almost never actually. And then I also ADS with the Bulldog at range. I tried to anyway. But I'm also trying to get acquainted with the gun more so at a hip fire, so I don't have to do that. Which I'm getting there. I'm figuring out the spread a little bit. The gun is a little finicky sometimes. But it's very fun because I one-tapped 2 people back-to-back in Garage on Haven the one time, which was very satisfying. And then I do it with the Spectre a little bit. I still don't understand the Spectre's recoil pattern, ADS, because it starts out fine, and then it goes up, and then it goes up to the right, and if I pull it down, it goes everywhere else. So I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't know. I don't really ADS anymore, so
I've been trying not to. Even with the Vandal, I try not to.
I love the Vandal.
I'll even
It's an
ADS.
AK.
I'll ADS an Odin when I'm shooting through a wall, because the spray pattern is a little bit more consistent when you're aiming down sights. with
Right,
that
that's
thing.
why the Odin and the Ares are good ADS. But other than that,
But they're good for shooting through walls and going, haha, wall bang.
I want to start trying to learn to raise a little bit, just because of the utility she has.
Oh,
But
it's
the
amazing.
problem is everyone usually auto locks her.
Yeah. She's a really good character, though. She has... I mean, a lot of people love to agree that she is probably the best entry fragger.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, she has
Other than Reyna.
amazing movement abilities. She has a little explosive bot you can throw down that'll chase after someone if it sees them, and you can pop out the corner, and now they have 2 enemies to look at when only one person's actually coming out the corner, and you can clear a corner with an explosive.
Yeah, and then she has the rocket. And then you have Reyna. But Reyna is only good when the player is good.
Yes.
So I would not be good.
No.
Yeah, because the entire thing about Reyna is getting kills. Otherwise, she's not that great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because her whole thing is that if you get a kill, you can heal off of it, or you can go intangible.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And if your ult is active, you automatically get the overheal every time you kill somebody. And when you press your E, which is what makes you go intangible, instead you'll go invisible if your ult is active. So, and then she has the blinding effect, which, mind you, only works at line of sight in range. Same thing with Sova's arrow. But I mean, she's a good entry fragger if you can kill things. That's the whole point of her. But she's 9 times out of 10, whoever's playing her knows how to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So she's annoying. But and then you have Omen, who's a good controller, who can also frag when he has a blind, and he can teleport. So I mean, he's kind of just everywhere,
Yeah.
which is why I like playing him.
It's a bit of a pain in the ass when he shows up behind you. When you know there's no one behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Till he's there.
Yep.
It's always the best when you're holding the back of a sight and the enemy Omen uses his ultimate and you can hear him around the corner and you're like, I can hear him, so I'm going to stand here where he can't see me, so he does teleport, then I'll pop around and shoot him right in the head because that feels amazing.
Yeah, I've done that once or twice,
What, teleported and got popped in the head?
and on the other end of it too.
Okay.
I've received and I've put out that
Reciprocated, yes.
Yeah.
Too. So
Nice.
Because
it's,
Omen, when he uses his ultimate, he does get to teleport anywhere on the map, but
the
he can
downside.
but he can see, like, he has like maybe 3 seconds to confirm or something like that. So like he gets to be in that spot invisible, and he gets to see around him, so you can see if there's enemies or something like that, and then he can teleport or he can cancel it. But
Mind you-
it does make a noise, so that you know that he did teleport if you're nearby.
Yeah, and mind you, while he's when you activate the teleport and your screen is white and you're surveying the area, you can still get hit, and you still take damage.
Oh, can you? I thought you were completely invulnerable in that spot.
No, because I had full shields the one time. I teleported to T side of bind, got canceled, and I had 5 shields left. Or no, I teleported to the CT side, and then I got canceled out of it, and then I went from 50 shields to 5. So
I'm gonna have to double check that.
at least to my knowledge, that's what happened, unless I wasn't paying attention. But I don't know.
I don't know either.
But yeah, no, he makes a lot of noise, and you can shoot him out of the ult to cancel it, or he can cancel it himself.
I did not know that.
But it only makes noise within the range of the noise spread.
Okay.
So if you're just outside of that, you won't hear him.
Alright.
But whenever you hear scatter,
Mm-hmm.
just check. That's what I do now.
Alright.
Yeah.
Or you get the annoying jet that likes to flank for some reason.
I flank all the time for no good reason.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I like flanking.
Only flank when you need to.
I
I hate that about. I'm not saying this about you because I know how you play.
Yeah.
But when I play with other people online that I don't know, and I'm sitting one site, and I have 2 teammates with me, and the other 2 are on the other site. We're like, all right, cool, they're all over here. Come rotate. Instead of rotating through the spawn or through the middle of the map, they like to go all the way around. It's like, why? And by that point, we're usually dead. Or
Yeah.
the spike's planted.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you rotating on the long side of the map instead of going the other ways?
Yeah, that's always annoying.
And they'll do it
I-
every round.
And then you've got the people that'll slow walk the entire time.
Yep.
Well, at least they're not heard.
Yeah, but if you slow walk, if at the time of planting, if you slow walk from one side of the map to where they planted,
Yeah, you're not getting there in time.
No, you can
But not in time to be able to
Not-
clear the site
and
and
defuse.
defuse.
Yeah.
You'll get
You
there
can do one or the other, but you can't do both at that point.
unless you get super freaking lucky.
Possibly.
Yeah, I was playing with the only like cancerous person I played with, and we had a fire dude, Phoenix,
Mm-hmm.
just walking, and he's the last guy alive. And dude starts yelling, "This isn't fucking walking in the park simulator."
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
dude's fucking tag, his tag or his buddy's tag was "This game sucks."
I played against him. Or I played against a guy whose name was Valorant Sucks.
Oh, okay.
So
Why you play?
They like to get a point across. Or, as I've learned from League of Legends, people hate themselves.
Ah,
they'll play games they don't like.
I played what was it? Call of Duty. What was it? World War II. Not like the original version, but the one that came out a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this dude.
I love that one.
His name was Colt something or something Colt. And dude had me dying. In between rounds, we're playing Domination
Mhm.
because that's when I play Call of Duty. That's what I play. And dude would sit there in between rounds, just start ranting because he knew that the enemy team could hear him, right? And then like in the lobbies, he'd be ranting and just going on about how shitty everybody is. I wound up on his team, and I'm thinking to myself, here we go. All right, he goes, all right, guys. He goes, just to let you know. He goes, I like to fuck around. All right, but giving people shit is how I have fun. Right, so like the entire time he'd be quiet throughout like the entire round. We go like to switch sides and hear, oh, my fucking team fucking sucks. Or if we're winning, ah, you guys are fucking garbage. Go fucking kill yourselves. Like, honestly, it's one of the better times I had playing Call of Duty.
I will never understand how people find joy in talking shit on someone else in a video game.
Yeah.
I will never understand that thought process.
I love when people who are higher ranked than you say you have no life.
Right?
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, but you're prestige 10.
Yeah. You're level 70 10 prestige. What's your problem?
I haven't prestiged once. Where are we?
I haven't prestige once, and I frag just like you. What's your point here?
It's like, I play this for fun every once in a while, and you are playing it religiously. What's the problem here?
Yes.
Well, it's like me when I play Modern Warfare. I only ever play with when I'm playing with my dad and my sister now. I still frag with the best of them.
Yeah.
On mouse and keyboard, I'm dropping 30 kills. Like,
That's because you're on mouse and keyboard.
I can do it
But
on
much more
I can do it on controller. I can do it on both.
But keyboard and mouse is much more superior.
Yerp.
Not necessarily.
Mm.
No.
Yes.
No.
There's actually been studies. It is.
Really?
I mean-
Because
I mean,
I have...
I'm not trying to say that you can't be good with a controller. I'm saying it's easier to be good with a keyboard and mouse because it's easier to have consistent and precise movement with a mouse that you can move with your hand. Because with the joystick, you have to move the joystick and let it go at whatever speed it wants. With the mouse, you can move at whatever speed you want. Albeit, moving with keys does fucking suck.
Yerp.
I don't know.
I'll take the mouse over the joystick any day.
I don't know. Picking up a controller was not hard for me.
Well, I'm not saying it's hard. Controllers are really fucking easy to pick up. Keyboards and mice are a little hard to pick up, but they're real easy to aim in FPS and whatnot.
I understand that, but what I'm getting
But
at...
I'll tell you what's even better than all of that. Gyroscopic aiming with a controller.
What I'm getting at
Shot.
is that mouse and keyboard is not superior because I've seen controller players play at a PC, an MNK level because there's one in Apex right now. His name is Snipedown. Came from Halo. Is a top player in Apex Legends. He plays on controller on PC against keyboard and mouse players and will drop just as many kills as them and get the same kind of shots as them. So therefore, MNK is not superior. Like that's
Well, there's
anecdotal.
always going to be outliers.
Yeah, there's always going to be outliers,
And
no matter what.
but there's plenty of them. Is what I'm getting at. Like there's plenty of them.
But can we just agree that gyroscopic aiming with the controller is much better than any other kind of form?
No,
Trust me, it is.
no, I highly doubt that.
I will send you a video. There's a video I actually watched.
What is gyroscopic?
So you know
aiming?
when you take the controller and you can tilt it and whatnot and it'll move things? Use that to control where your aim is.
I've never tried.
I'll have to send you guys the video. There's a video I watched where a guy actually did a lot of research and a lot of testing. He did testing with a controller, like he played AimLab, and he just did average scores over a certain amount of trials. He did with controller. He did it with the Xbox controller. He did it with keyboard and mouse, and then he did it with all the different controllers across all systems, and he also did it with gyro versus all the different controllers. And the ones that got consistently highest scores were actually the gyros. Because I mean, the gyro takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you do, it becomes very intuitive because the gyro is real easy to just go and just move it around real quickly.
Yeah, but I mean, I gyroscopically aim anyway. I normally move my controller before I move the. It's a little harder with the
Yeah,
with a keyboard.
because then you're throwing your computer off the desk.
Yeah, 'cause you're playing on a laptop.
It stays put, so therefore I don't have to gyroscopically aim it. The mouse, on the other hand.
Yeah, I'll have to find this video so I can send it to you guys later.
I definitely need to get an FPS mouse though, just because that's what I play. I need to
Yeah.
get a mouse that's meant for that.
Where
Main
would
thi-
you find one?
Main thing
Walmart.
is get.
Oh, okay.
Main thing is just getting
I'll
a
be
mouse
getting
with
one
an
tomorrow.
optical sensor instead of a laser, because optical sensors are way better than laser sensors on mice.
Yeah.
Like if you try to use a laser mice for any kind of competitive gaming on computer, you're obviously not going to be able to go up as high as if you use an optical.
Sorry to hear.
Yeah.
Well, guess what I'm getting tomorrow?
Yeah, he's getting a laser mouse.
There's a nice one at
Yep.
Walmart that I want to get, but I don't have the money for it.
Why? How much is it?
I think it's like $70,
Oh,
something like that. I forget the price of it. It's a good mouse though.
sounds like it.
It's a Corsair. Corsairs are usually pretty good with their hardware.
Laser or?
I'd have to double check it.
Sorry to hear. All right.
Let me do that actually.
And now on to epic movie time.
Can we? All right. You have
This summer, coming to a theater near you.
Baloney Man.
That too. Ish Talkers Anonymous.
What?
Featuring the Music Shack podcast.
Oh.
Weird. Okay.
Strange, he wasn't expecting that, was he now?
So
So I guess this is a great time to plug
This
the
is
other
called
podcast.
a train wreck.
I guess this is a great time to plug the other podcast we do.
yeah. So
We do a second podcast called the Music Shack Podcast. It's about an hour long. We talk about music the entire time. We do discussion based on what's current. Talk about the Billboard. Talk about current genre albums coming out. General discussion of our opinions on the pieces, what we recommend,
You're
and just all around a good time.
what? This upcoming episode, we'll be talking about the Real Mackenzie's new album.
Yes.
We'll be talking about Pop Smoke's new album.
we got Barry Tomorrow's new album called Cannibal.
You're
Yeah. So that's a little sneak peek of what will be coming to you for the Music Shack Podcast.
and Lil Wayne dropped.
Did he now?
Yes. I don't know why Wayne dropped, but he dropped. So yeah.
Definitely keep an eye out for that one if you
Yep.
are interested.
All right, now back to talking about shit.
You're. So did you find what you were looking for?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
A lot of good ones on here.
A shame. If you're not getting one of those professional mouse or keypad things where you rest your hand in it, it's got like 25 keys or whatever the heck, then you're not a real gamer.
I want one of those.
What is this now?
It's
So you
like
can-
an ergonomic keyboard for playing video games only, and you can bind the keys to whatever key you want. Like it has a hand rest or whatever, and the keys are built in a certain way, just for gaming, because there's no real typing sense of it.
Yeah, so like where your hand is and you have WASD, you have Q, E, X, C, Z, 1, 2, 3, and tab and shift and all them, you can get a setup where it's just those. And it's got the hand rest at the bottom.
Yeah, when I
I
feel
want
like
one.
when I
I'm
get a
gonna see if I
gaming
can find a
PC,
picture
I'll
of
worry
one.
about that.
I want one.
I've had a key. Here we go. Here's one.
What you find?
Well, I'm gonna pull up a picture. Actually, I'm gonna pull up the listing for one at Best Buy. The Razer Tartarus Pro Optical Switch Keypad.
Mm-hmm.
So let me zoom in on this if I can. It's probably as close. It's probably as close as I can get, but this is basically a gaming keypad.
I just pulled hair out, and your battery needs to be charged.
Oh damn, that was quick. That was a 17 second ago. But yeah, that's actually one of the more expensive ones. It's
Okay.
About $105 or so. Yeah. Whole point of it is just a little bit more ergonomical than a regular keyboard.
Yep.
And this one's actually interesting because it has a scroll wheel on it. It has a joystick. Actually, it looks like it has two joysticks on it.
Okay.
I've thought about getting one a long time ago, but I just don't see the point in it. Because I don't play games that would use that a lot. Because a lot of the games I play are very casual for me, so I don't see any need of going any more beyond than a regular keyboard.
Yeah. But why not?
Because, I mean...
The question you need to ask yourself is why not?
Well, the big thing for me for why not is because I do use my computer for gaming, but that's not its sole purpose. My computer I also use for browsing the web, doing other paperwork if I ever have to, and generally just using it as a general computer. And like if I feel like ever building something in it, I can. Like if I were to get back into texture making, I use it for that as well. So my computer is built for gaming, but is also general use.
Okay.
So that's why I don't want to go too heavy with any specialty gaming stuff.
Well, use it for certain general usage. You got to worry about viruses.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if you're smart on the internet, then you don't have to.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an antivirus program on my computer. I just don't do anything stupid.
Okay.
I always triple check anything I'm downloading.
And you make sure you go to the porn sites that you know aren't virus.
Yes.
Good.
I mean, at that point, you should get a VPN.
Who needs one of those?
Or you just use a piece of shit laptop that you don't really care
Or
for.
you get yourself you get a $5 iPad or whatever you can find off the internet and be like, this is my porn.
Or, kids just don't watch porn.
Yeah. Porn's bad, kids, but, I normally click the "This is not made for kids" tab, so not really worried about kids watching this. Sorry.
Going to the porn website and being like, I would like to watch porn that's not made for kids, please.
I don't think any porn would be made for kids.
Yeah,
Nah.
I'd probably kill myself
Maybe for teenagers.
if I found out there's such a thing.
Well, at that point, they're technically not a kid. They're a teenager. Which is still classified as a
If
kid
you
in
ask
some-
anybody, a lot of people would be like, they're teenagers, they're still kids.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Technically, they're classified as kids, but technically, they're also not.
Yeah.
I hate it.
What are we looking at? If it didn't have a spoiler, I'd be kind of okay with it. Wait, is that a Mustang?
Yes.
I hate it.
Yes.
No,
Mustang
actually,
you.
I could see
Mustang
that.
you.
I hate it.
I can see that more than I can see the Mustang SUV.
Which already exists.
Yes. The Mustang Ute, I feel like would
And
actually
it's named,
gain...
what, the Mach 1 or Mach E or whatever?
Mach E.
Mach E.
Yeah.
I hate the fact they brought the word Mach back. When I heard that Ford is bringing back the Mach, and I'm like, oh, shit. No, it's SUV.
Well, yeah,
Suck a
like
dick.
electric SUV. It looks... I don't
If
like the
they
look
brought
of it,
out-
but there's a lot of shit in it that's cool.
If they brought out a Mustang Ute, I'm pretty sure they would have sold more of those than the Mustang SUV.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Because you know how many people would love to see them bring back the Ranchero?
I want a Mustang Ute.
I mean, you can make one yourself.
I could. Actually, I want a Civic Ute.
Don't you have Civic?
I have a Civic.
Hey, Ron, I know what we're doing this weekend.
That's not going to take more than a weekend.
Prove it.
Trust me, if you got enough guys, anything can take a day.
That's if they're all willing to do it.
Give them beer, then you're fine. Be like, hey, I need you to cut the back half of that car and turn this into Ute. You all get a six-pack.
Give
they're
them
like-
alcohol.
And it's like, give me a beer and I'm good.
Just give them alcohol. That's all you need.
Because I know plenty of people that live in the lakes that would be like, fuck, give me a beer and I'll do whatever you want.
This is true.
Sounds like a cheap hoe.
Yeah,
Anyway.
they pretty much are.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just in the hood from the wood.
I hate that term.
I hate
Pause.
it so much. What are we pausing for?
What is pausing?
We're pausing the hood from the wood.
Yeah. A lot of people use that. There's
Why?
a guy.
Do they not know what that sounds like?
It sounds so fucking stupid. There's a guy that lives near me, has a truck that has that on the back of it.
Is that a Volkswagen? No, it's a Buick.
No, it's a Volkswagen.
Why is it a
A Volkswagen?
symbol on it? No, okay, never mind. I see it.
Let me see.
Because you need glasses.
Well, your fucking hand's shaking too.
Well, Because I
Well,
have
I mean,
anxiety.
it does say Volkswagen on the windscreen.
I wasn't looking at that.
It has a Volkswagen logo on the front. It has another Volkswagen logo on the side.
Light it. I was looking at the one on the front, and it almost looked like a Buick symbol, but because his hand was shaking, I couldn't fucking see it.
Yes, Volkswagens are just Buicks.
They are.
I mean, they're garbage, so technically.
I prefer a Buick Regal.
They're both pretty garbage.
Yeah. Shit.
Well, it's perfect German engineering, don't you know?
Oh yeah. German over engineering.
Like an Ego Mercedes.
Because let's make a boxer engine and make a rear-wheel drive rear engine. Which actually is still an amazing thing.
Yeah, but
Because, I mean,
Oil leaks
The-
are amazing
Well-
in boxer engines.
but you want to know the best part about the Volkswagen? You can take the engine out in like half an hour.
mm-hmm.
Drop the entire thing out with half an hour of like one wrench.
What?
Yes. At least the older ones you can.
You
Because
can
they were
also- you can
built
also
to
sub-
be so serviceable that with like one size wrench, you can take the entire engine out with the transmission and whatnot in under an hour.
You can also stick a Subaru motor in it.
Uh-huh. Mighty Car Mods did a video on that a while ago. That thing was sick.
I seen an LS swapped Porsche.
That's sacrilegious.
It's not
But
sacrilegious.
it's an LS, Ron. Because you know everyone's got to put an LS in everything
Yeah,
now.
my car needs an LS, Ron.
Well, let's put an LS in your truck.
We're gonna
It'll totally
LS
fit.
swap my Civic Ute.
Let's LS swap my truck.
That's right, it's already a
LS
Ute.
swap the world, as everyone likes to say.
Yes, I'm gonna LS swap my laptop as well.
I don't know why you would. I don't know why you would LS swap a fucking supercar that already has the horsepower from the motor it's got. So
Because an LS is more customizable, you can put a big supercharger on those things.
yeah. Do you not like superchargers?
I do, but half the time a supercar has one on it.
But big engine.
I think
big
Ron
supercharger.
Yeah, which you can get
Ron
from
has
a supercar.
supercharger.
Like, what's your point?
Envy.
I don't
Actually,
know.
normally they're
just
turbo.
people love LSs, Ron. That's all I'm trying to say. People just love the engine.
I know,
Yes.
and I'm arguing the fact that why would you want an LS swap a supercar when it already gives you the horsepower?
Cause why not?
Because they want the sound of an LS. Oh, hold on a second.
I guess.
We're going to have to pause a second.
We have a phone call.
We do.
LS swap the world, huh?
Let's put an LS in my chainsaw.
Yo, LS chainsaw though.
People have done it.
Have you seen the high power chainsaw competitions? Those things are fucking nuts.
No.
Takes two people to run them.
It takes two people just to hold the thing.
Mhm.
Just imagine if you were to take the engine out of my car, a big ass fucking V8.
And have a 600 plus horsepower chainsaw.
Yeah, and then
Sounds
instead
genius.
of putting that in a car and attaching it to a driveline, you put a chainsaw onto it, and then you use it to cut through what, like maybe 2 foot wide logs in like half a second.
I mean, it sounds genius and safe, and nothing could plausibly go wrong.
I know, they're beautiful. Should totally look one up later.
That I will. Ron has devolved into playing a video game.
Whatever shall we do?
I have no idea.
I mean, I'm still hearing the conversation.
Are you though?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, he just responded, so I'd say so. Well,
All
let's
right.
keep going then.
All right.
All right, let's talk about... You know, every time I say let's talk about it, I want to say weird butt stuff, but I know that's not the right thing to say right
It is not what we're going for.
Is it?
It is not that type of podcast.
It is not that type of podcast.
now. All right, guys, let's start a third
Well,
podcast so we can
um,
talk about weird butt stuff every week.
How about we don't?
Well-
Okay.
We'll start that one up in 2024 when Tucker Carlson's running for president.
All right.
So, you're
Yeah.
or Kanye West, whichever one.
Because
I don't know.
he'll run
Are
against...
you against Kanye?
Yes.
You're against the man who seems perfectly stable and has never done anything crazy in his entire life?
Yes.
Let's put another celebrity in office.
We should.
It went great the first time.
Let's LS swap the president.
I mean,
Let's swap the president.
The-
I want an LS in office.
I think the
Because that
first
thing has plenty of power and it knows how to use it.
I think the first celebrity that was in office was Ronald Reagan.
I think so.
And I've heard mixed reviews, but the people who I heard say he was great were
I mean, there's mixed
Republicans, and the people who I heard say he was terrible were Democrats.
There's mixed
So-
reviews on every president. What's your point?
There's mixed reviews on everything.
I know.
Anything that has a perfect review is flawed.
Whoever reviewed it is a bot.
Those damn Russian bots.
Yo, don't say that.
What, are we gonna get 10,000 Russian bots on here now?
We'll have a problem.
Our subscriber count will skyrocket, and we'll know why.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
And every
Is that the- is
podcast
that
would
the
probably
code?
intro like,
So that's the code word. We just gotta say that, upload it to YouTube, and then we'll have 10,000 subscribers.
is that how this works, Ron?
Depending on who we target, yes.
Okay, we'll be saying Russian bots at the beginning of our other podcast as well, which was already named, so I don't know why I referred to it as our other podcast.
Okay.
But yeah.
I mean, I got nothing else.
Ron has nothing else.
Such a shame for him. Let's put an Ellis in his head. That'll definitely get us some more
Yo.
bots.
LS swap Rob.
This is the LS episode.
You know, that reminds
Is
me.
it though? Because we spent a lot of time on nerd shit
We always do that.
before. I mean, like cartoons as
You
well.
know, the Ellis Swap a Human actually reminds me of this. It's not an anime. It's like
Uh-huh.
a one-person project kind of thing, anime style,
Mhm.
where it was like a story about racing and whatnot, and the guy was racing to try to beat the old record, and he died or whatever, but he got brought back, and he has like a engine thing in his heart. I'll have to look it up. I'll see if I can
Tony
find it.
Stark?
Is this the $1 Million Man?
No, because this guy, when he sits down in a race car, his
Tony
heart,
is a race car.
his heart
Prove it.
his heart has been replaced by an engine, and the faster that the more angry he gets, the faster the engine runs for blood or whatever.
So he's Mechanic Hulk.
Basically,
Nice.
I'll have to look.
How much horsepower does he produce?
as much as he
It depends on how angry he gets.
or how
what,
determined. I
what
forget.
does he peak at?
I think he peaks at the point where where the engine starts falling apart.
It's just rattling.
What? All right. What's the highest RPMs he's dynoed at?
It has been a while since I watched this video, so let's see if we can find it again.
All right. we're not waiting on that.
No.
Well, I'm looking it up anyway because I want to watch the video again.
All right. Well, you're not watching it on the air.
Why don't we
I'm
dyno?
not.
Why don't we dyno test your thought process?
I think I'll break the dyno,
Bro, he's revving probably at about 14,000 right now.
and that's idle.
This is true.
Like,
I can confirm this is true.
I will not confirm or deny. For what I know is what I don't know. And what I've known isn't known.
Because you're Jon Snow.
And I know nothing. As everyone tells me.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
I'm actually quite upset. I always wanted to be that guy where people fucking make references aimed at them and they don't know what the fuck they're referencing. Anytime I make a joke about knowing nothing, people go, "You know nothing, Jon Snow." And why did I watch that show?
I don't know. Why did you?
Because now I can't sit there. Now I can't go, "What you referencing?" Like it's funner when you
Reference
don't know what they're
everything.
referencing.
Hmm?
Reference everything.
Reference.
Reference everything or nothing at the same
Everything
time.
I say is a reference.
Is it though?
At least 90% of the time, yes.
I mean, what I've said has already been said, so therefore what I am doing is not original.
Yeah.
So it's all a reference.
Not necessarily.
Yes. Depending on who you're talking to, yes. Because I've been around people
Oh shit!
where
I think I actually
everything
found
was
it.
a fucking reference.
Well, that's them trying to, like, prove a point that doesn't exist. So.
You just say prove a point that doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? I mean, I've heard people try to prove to me that there's this place called Australia.
I found it. It's called.
No, that
Tail-
burned down at the beginning of the year.
Oh, okay.
I found the
Dope.
thing I was talking about.
Actually,
It's
not
called
dope.
Tailenders.
I was trying to make a joke and you took it to a dark place. You're an asshole.
Says
course
the
he
asshole.
is.
You're a true shit talker.
Says the shit talker.
We're all shit talkers here. We're all shit talkers now.
Well, we've gotten through step one.
Fuck
We have admitted our problem.
Now on to the next 11 steps.
Wait, there's 11 more?
Yeah, it's a 12
Fuck,
step
I don't have
program.
enough time for this. Damn.
12-step program.
Damn, I only got 2 feet. I can only go 5 steps,
Thus
man.
Ish Talkers Anonymous. Which has been brought to my attention. Why do we announce who we are?
I don't know.
Because it's called Anonymous. So we're not really all that anonymous, but we don't say our last
How do
names.
we know
so it's
that our
still
name
anonymous.
is true? How do you know that my name's not really Archibald the Fourth?
Because I know it actually is Archibald the Fourth.
Fuck. I'm not anonymous anymore. No! They found my secret.
It's
Gasp.
your fault. It's all your fault.
It's all your fault.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh, okay.
On to the next topic.
I don't know that we have anything else. I don't know. I think the well is run dry for the night.
This is probably a good time to get out of here.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's going to wrap it up for episode 5 of Ish Talkers Anonymous.
Yep.
We do this every week.
Sadly.
But good news is we've completed step 1 of our process.
Yes.
Um,
We now have admitted that we are shit talkers.
but as we stated earlier, we also do have a music-oriented show that we do as well called the Music Shack Podcast. And like we said as well, we talk about different genres of music on that one. They're roughly about an hour long an episode. We do those every week as well. That is our main gig. We do this on the side. So if that interests you as well, please, by all means, go watch that one. Give it some support. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Player, one love. Anything from Bruce?
Hi, and goodbye.